Wow, it's really a
What?
crisp screen.
Really?
Crisp. Very crisp. Very bright and crisp.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. It's the Yard Bar Show.
We can't talk about it more today because we talked about it for 2 weeks. But I will say that we're settling back into normal. Our 15 minutes of fame has sort of died down. So, but
Well, last week, I don't know, did we not? I don't think we had the blog ready to go last Tuesday. So now we can say we have a cool blog.
yeah, we do, and we have a lot more fun photos from the SBA. Good photos, I think. So that'll
Yeah,
be
we popped
up
in
for perpetuity.
That's right. The blog is there. No.
There's a little historical.
Yeah, there's some
People
history
could
on the
refer
blog.
to it for a resource.
That's right. Yeah, so the blog, like, we control that, I guess, right? Not the social media platform people.
We do.
I mean,
control
in a way,
that.
yeah, it's ours. So
Yeah.
so we do have a blog all about the May 3rd, the big day,
our big event. So anyway,
the award-winning.
so I am
situation.
Linda.
I'm
and,
Sue.
and we're from the Yarn Bar in
Hello.
Billings, Montana.
Billings, Montana.
And today is what, Tuesday the 13th?
14th.
Oh,
Yesterday
man.
was Monday the 13th.
Yeah, that's
Math.
Yeah,
Time is marching right along.
it really is. Having the shop is almost like, when everybody's in school and everyone says, oh, time's going to fly by. It flies by for every 6-week period, like according to like report cards and stuff. And I feel like life's really moving along at the shop. We do a video on Tuesday, and then
email day.
technically we should be planning for the next week video, but we don't really think about that till
We kind of
the day before.
Sometimes we do.
Sometimes.
This time we are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of town for 3 Tuesdays. Technically, the third one I'll be traveling back, but
Okay.
next week I'll be in Denver. I think we're gonna try to do a split screen or something. Will YouTube let us do that?
Yes, I believe so.
Sweet.
Like, I
Okay.
think
That'll be fun.
when you go live, you can go live together. We should maybe practice that.
we should practice.
Yeah,
We'll
we could maybe practice for a
just
a
little
like
thingy.
a blip. So if
Yeah.
you see us go live sometime,
Yeah, they'll be
we
like,
might
they're
just be practicing.
We don't need
But
to
you could
spend
always
any
join in and say hi.
Yeah. Okay. So that, and then the next
So-
Tuesday I'll be in Denmark. So I'm not sure about the time
Denmark.
change.
And so why did you guys pick Denmark?
Why Denmark? Well, my mom's side of the family, on her maternal side, it was an arranged marriage from Danish relatives. So we actually have some cousins. Not my mom's marriage was not arranged, but her
Right.
grandparents were. So, anywho, we've got some cousins. It's a good little excuse to go over there as a family and kind of explore a little bit in Copenhagen and then the Isle of Eru.
Have you been there before?
I've not been there. My
But-
mom and dad have, and I've met one of the cousins who came here several years ago.
And how old is that person?
Tine is my mom's generation, but she's younger than my mom. So there were quite a few kids. I'm not going to tell you what the family tree is because I
Right.
don't really know it for sure.
Well,
If I had it in front of me, I could, but
Well, I'm sure you guys will be meeting people your age, and then people like Carrie's and the kids' age. That will be fun. Sure, they're going to be. Hopefully, there'll be some people around for them to
I think
meet
there's
and
some,
play with.
play
Go
with.
out. Go to
There's
some
some. I
raids.
think there's some late 20s, early 30s. The teen's sister has kids who are that age. Anyway, so that'll be fun. I am gearing up for that. We've had like one party after the next here.
Yeah, it's
So
been
it's kind of like, okay, better start laying
do
out
another
some
party,
things that I'm
a 3-week
and
party.
maybe see what yarn shops I want to visit.
right.
Yeah,
Have you pinpointed any?
I have pinpointed a couple, but we're gonna. I mean, who knows? You got the bikes. Copenhagen is a huge bike-friendly city.
Oh,
so
so
there are
you
like
guys
bike
must be
lanes.
renting bikes when you're there.
I think we'll probably do some of that. We'll the king's birthday will happen while we're there. We are, yep, yeah. So who knows? Also, Carrie's getting her master's degree next in a week from Monday in Denver. So I'm going to head down there for that.
So you're going to go there, and then you're going to fly out from Denver?
We're flying out of Denver.
Okay.
Because I'll be there for a couple days with Carrie just doing, like, we'll get pedicures. We'll do some,
good.
Yeah, we'll do some girly things. And then off we go. So, yeah.
You're going to have to sort of plan for a couple events in your suitcase anyway.
I know. It's kind of, I know, it's a lot. I hope my brain can handle it. Plus knitting projects.
We wanted to, because we love to know what's happening in our community. Some friends of ours here in Billings, so not even a good segue there. Toucan Art Gallery. They have a call for entries.
Okay, so I think we've talked about Toucan before. Toucan is a long-standing art gallery frame shop that was on Montana Avenue, and sometime this
year,
in the new year,
yeah,
they moved to their a new location in the Bird District,
which is the Billings Industrial Revitalization District. BIRD.
So it's between downtown. It's part of downtown basically, but it's a new little neighborhood, or new, between downtown and the Metra. So it's kind of a big expanse. I don't know what the acreage is.
Yeah, it really is. So
there's they're working on it. It's a work in progress. But Toucan jumped in and bought a old garage or something.
Yep.
And converted it into a new space for themselves.
And it's really cool.
Really nice.
It's really cool. They have a gorgeous outside space. Their inside space is probably smaller than their old space, but they still have. Mark is really an architect, so they've done a great job figuring out the space and stuff.
And the framing for Allison is pretty visible, like that area for her workspace. So that's kind of cool. That was not the case in their
It was
old
behind
location.
the doors.
It was behind the door. So, but anyway, they're kind of doing their grand opening in June, and they've got an invitational show. I'll just show you this cool flyer.
And you totally can go to their website, and we'll link to their website.
The deadline is the 31st of May, so not a huge amount of time for you necessarily, but there's 3 categories of entry. You can do, so they're called Toucan Gallery. So the art is interpretation of the theme bird, singular or plural.
So it can be anything two-dimensional, like a painting, or a photography, or it can be three-dimensional too. So there's a really big scope.
So yeah, there is. So there's 3 categories: art, which is interpretation of the theme, any medium. 2, constructed birdhouses. Any materials must be functional. And the 3rd category is conceptual birdhouses, design only. 1 2-dimensional design presentation board, and that's like big ideas, high concept, encouraged.
Yeah, so conceptual, so it doesn't actually have to, you don't even have to think it's going to get built, but fun to design.
Okay. 1 entry only via 1 digital image of the piece.
So that just means you don't have to submit your actual piece for the entry. You just take a picture of it and send it to them.
Okay. Selected entries will be displayed. We may do this over a couple of months, depending on the quantity and quality. Work that is for sale will be sold on consignment. We will try to show as many pieces as possible. It's a juried show. So, way cool.
So yeah, it's going to be in conjunction of their grand opening, like you just read, but it's going to be really fun. So because the Toucan, it's the bird district, so that's a really great way to represent that. But I mean, you can be as creative as you want for this. So I think it'd be a really great way for people that kind of maybe don't necessarily create art all the time, but it might be a fun way, especially anybody that's kind of a builder. You could create some really fun, cool birdhouses. Think of it as a adult version of making your Valentine box.
I think it's a great idea. So Toucan Gallery has moved into the bird district. So all kinds of ways to play with that, and we love it. And if you haven't been down there, it's at 2nd and 10th. So it's quite a ways in there.
But there's a lot of other, there's some new things happening down there, like Undammed.
They're building, remodeling a space very close to Toucan.
And there's supposed to be some kind of a candy, chocolate kind of thing happening down there, which we have not located, which we need to locate.
We're gonna go yarn bomb the tree at the new location of the bird office.
Right.
I think we're gonna try to do that on Thursday, at their request. So a little bit of collaboration between the core downtown and the bird.
There you go. The bird.
The bird. So yay.
Okay. All right. So first, let's do, what are we wearing? What are you wearing? Do you remember the name of it?
Seven Sisters. Seven Sisters top with blue sky cotton.
Yeah, it would really be nice with this.
I know. It looks kind of pretty much like that.
I'm wearing the Ranunculus. I am using like an ombre, because really it changes colors, see? And then with the mohair, which I overwear, I'll be honest. I looked through our videos, like, okay, what can I wear today? I didn't wear last week. And I can see like this A, B, C, D, A, B. It's like, I just don't have that many summer sweaters. And honestly, like in the winter, I wear all my summer sweaters with a top. So you can't do that.
Not enough clothes, man.
And then you're working on a couple things, right?
Oh yeah, I just grabbed. I'm ready to put this away for summertime.
Well, you've got a nice little start for sure.
Good little core. So sweet shop blanket, isn't it pretty?
Which way are you building anyway? Like out this way?
Yeah, I started here.
Okay. So I'm so in love with this Round Mountain color.
That's fun.
That's so
Here's
fun.
some Circus Tonic. Super fun. Anyway, got quite a bit of chic blend in there. It is so
nice.
Pretty. Like
It's
looking
gorgeous.
at it, it's so pretty.
She had it on the table yesterday, and every time I'd come out of the office, I'd look at it. I'm like, oh my God, that rug is gorgeous. Because it looks, I don't know, I love it. I love looking at it.
Yeah. But I wanted to get it to this state so I can set it aside.
It's in a good spot.
It's
for
in a great
stopping.
spot.
It's like you didn't stop in the middle of a square or whatever.
Yep.
So
we'll leave in some ends and put that aside. For my trip, I'm gonna take this yarn from Western Sky. I think this color is, can't remember. Oh, Downtown. Fun.
Perfect.
I'm gonna work on a Musselburgh hat for travel. Probably maybe a pair of socks too.
We'll see how much you get done.
I know. But I wanted something
I don't know
that
how
I don't have
much
to
you
think
use
at
for a
all.
Musselburgh, because it's a double layer hat.
I think depending on the size. So I might get it to the point where I'm like, well, I need yarn. Hey, let's go yarn shopping.
There you go.
But no, I think this is gonna be a hat for my dad. He wears one of my hats a lot, and it really needs to
It's getting a little
upgrade.
What, too loved?
A little too loved. So.
Well, I actually have, I would say it's still a work in progress because it's not, I haven't weaved ends in. And actually the sleeves are wet. Can you hold? So this is my match cardigan.
It's because it's wet, I guess.
Yeah, well, mostly the sleeves. So I didn't plan for this kind of a sleeve, but I decided the sleeves were going to be too wide. So Sue came up with this plan that I should just kind of make a balloon sleeve. So that is what's happening, and it's actually pretty cute. Alice tried this on. She thought it was darling and said she was going to borrow it. So what I'm using is this really nice textured yarn from Juniper Moon. It's called Bud. And then I mixed in this, which is Round Mountain. It's called Magnolia Pink. And actually, when you look at this, it looks kind of pretty neutral, but as I was knitting it, I'm like, wow, here's pink and lime green, and there's actually quite a bit of color in there, but they're kind of neutral. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this.
It's totally camouflaged with this top that I'm wearing.
It kind of is, and it would look really fun with your pants. So the one thing that's missing is buttons.
Are you going to put the pockets on it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I could, I suppose, but I'm not planning it. So one of our friends of the shop, Blake, she is a ceramist. Here, we can put that down probably, or on me.
I don't want to get anything wet. These sleeves are
It's
really
not
wet.
that wet. It's just damp. So she created these really fun. I'm trying to find the different colors. There's handmade ceramic buttons, and I decided that these would be perfect on my sweater. Only they're too little.
Oh,
But
so
she's gonna make me some bigger ones. But I think you can see that would
They're
look
really
really,
pretty.
really good. I'm excited.
it's gonna. She said she only fires like once every 6 weeks. It's gonna take her a bit.
Oh, well, maybe she'll do it quicker for me. But yeah, so we have these really fun buttons, handmade. I think they'd be great for so many things.
They're adorable.
Yeah, they're really cute. We've got I think 4 colors.
And
So-
Blake also brought a couple new yarn bowls that she did in her most recent firing. So she has a full-time job. This is her.
Yeah, this
one
is
of her passions.
passions. She does a
Mhm.
very
she
good
has beautiful
job.
singing voice too.
Yes, she's
So-
a woman of many talents.
Yeah. So this is very pretty, and then this one too is gorgeous.
and I love the little bowl she gave us with the buttons. It's nicely made.
So if you're looking for, really a piece of art and a functional.
And yeah, practical. I love it.
Functional pottery. So that is nice. Thank you, Blake. And the buttons are really a nice addition. Yay.
Well, we haven't given away a prize in the
Since a
last
while.
few weeks.
Mhm.
So,
Well, since Shirties
right.
and
Yeah,
local yarn,
but
and
I
local
mean,
yarn
like-
store day.
I mean, like our weekly video
We were
prizes.
doing
We were
that
doing that for
kind
a
of
while.
faithfully.
But we need some help.
Mm-hmm.
From Emma's, we received this DK theme pack, she calls it. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 minis,
DK weight.
50 yards each.
Mm-hmm.
We need some really good pattern ideas. We want to make a sample for the shop. And I think that if you guys could come up with and it's okay if we incorporate another yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we striped it somehow. So we are willing to give this to the person that gives us the best idea or the idea that we end up making.
I mean,
So-
we might end up like randomly choosing.
Right,
But what we
right.
want is if you had this, what you might make
Yeah,
with
what
it.
would you do with it?
And so, pop it into comments, and we'll, unless I don't know how. Most likely, it's going to be a random choice. I don't want to, because I think we're going to get great ideas.
I do too.
I don't want to be the one to say
Right,
I like this one.
don't like
this
that
is my
one.
favorite.
Yeah, and
Um,
we might put this out on Instagram too. I think that'd be good.
Yeah. So give us your ideas, comment, and then we will choose from those commenters, and whoever gets randomly chosen is gonna win. Gonna get this cool pack of DK weight
Yep.
hand dyed yarn from
Yeah.
Emma's. It was the LYS Lover.
It's
obviously,
the
pack.
special color that she did for that. So we
I think
want-
there's a huge array of like baby things options there, but it's really kind of gender specific. Because
yeah.
kind of. I
Kind
mean,
of.
unless you don't care. I don't want to get into that stuff.
But you
But
did.
anyway, there's definitely a lot of pink in there. So, but I can't wait to see what people might want to make with it. So give us your ideas, and then we'll go from there.
Okay,
Woo!
all right. So we did set up a kids camp.
Yeah.
We had 2 sessions, and guess what? June has only 1 spot
Right.
left. So the July one is open,
Wide open.
right open. So start looking at those dates and see if how that's going to fit into your schedule. So if you know, and if your own kids, or maybe your grandma and you've got little kids, grandkids, which I do, but they're not quite old enough for this. So I would say about 8.
Yeah, technically ages 8 and up. We do. I mean, if we've got a few, we've got a little one in there that
It's
we
a little
totally
bit younger, but we
approved.
know her. Yeah, yeah.
So,
it would have to be. We'd need
special
to,
approval,
yeah,
teacher
talk
approval.
to you. So
It's limited to 6 kids, so that is so we just have 1 spot left in that June camp. It's going to be fun. It's always a fun week.
yeah, yeah,
So,
and
two fun filled
it'll be
weeks.
great. So check out on the website. We'll definitely have that linked in the show notes.
Okay.
So we've gotten a lot of really sweet small things. I guess that's the only way I
We're
can
gonna
kind of
kinda
describe it.
give you-
Just really cute, wonderful things that they're not too expensive, and they just would make a great little gift, like a hostess gift. Actually, like I think this would be cute for even like a little wedding shower gift, bridal shower. It's guest soaps. And you can pronounce that, would you please?
Savon d'invité. Savon
Something
d'invité.
invite. That would mean the guests.
I think
probably.
it means guest
So
soaps.
soap, yeah. So look at that. I mean, I love the box.
Adorable.
To get a beautiful illustration.
Little
6
soaps.
guest soaps.
and they smell
Oh,
wonderful.
our shop smells so good because all these are just wonderful.
They are
So
really
also,
cute.
if you just like to collect stuff like this would be great to have in your
guest bathroom.
guest room or your own bathroom.
Yep. These are super fun too. So we've had these cubes from Les Choses Simples, but now they were not packaged individually. So
I know,
now
they're
we
so
got the option
freaking cute.
that is packaged individually.
So I'm gonna open one just to kind of so you
They
can
are
see.
nice.
We've-
They're
We've shown them before, but I just love these little cubes. It's like the little building blocks.
the soap shape is
Yeah,
great.
it's really darling.
The scents are all good.
This one's lavender, I
The
think.
quality of the soap is exceptional.
Yeah.
I have switched away from liquid soap at my sinks because of the plastic. I just am not a fan of like dumping that plastic out. So these I think are the way one of the little things I'm doing for the environment, just using, regular old bar soap.
Yeah. Well, that we haven't used it too much by the sink, but we do in the shower all the time.
Yeah.
So Jim loves bar soap. So
Yeah, we don't do the liquid stuff. So that's fun. That's here. Those are new.
and these are on the website. So yep. Fun.
Yeah, that'd be easy to pop in a box.
I think so
Okay.
too.
All right, so then we also have some cute little zipper project travel whatever bags from the Meka company, which is a really popular brand in the shop.
Yeah.
We cannot keep those bags
And
in
like
stock.
the really large bags.
The large knitting bags that
And some people like. We've had one gal. She bought the big bag, then she bought this to match, and then she bought the little our
there's
little
little
zipper
cubies,
cubes too.
There's 2 sizes of this. Look, yay, veggies. And I think this one's a limited edition print.
That one is, yeah.
So these are just, I don't think there's pockets inside any of these.
No, but they're
Nope.
pretty nice to.
Nice lining. So
Yep.
your knitty, if you do use it for knitting, the yarn will not get stuck because of that nylon lining. So that's fun.
I love it.
Those
It's
are
kind of
cute.
your classic summer colors: red, white, and blue.
Yeah, farmers market's coming right up.
Yeah.
So, and our dietitian friend Katie was like, "Yay, veggies!"
That's what she was commenting on. I did not know that.
Yeah, 'cause
You
I
can't tell
posted-
sometimes, like exactly
I had
what
posted.
she's.
I had posted. I mean, she was just replying to that story post.
Yeah,
so.
I wasn't sure what that was.
Yeah.
So
So my knitting notes is now in this really beautiful lemony yellow green from the Lina company, and we still have a couple of the burgundy left. But this is another thing that we pretty much can't keep stocked. I mean, it's old school.
yeah,
Write
it's
down.
like
It's like a
an
journal.
analog Ravelry project, like
So-
your notebook. It's right here. So
You've got date, finish, name, designer, yarn, how much, color, purchase at, rating,
yep, and
pages
there's
for notes, and then in between every one is this blank section. So you could probably put some photos there, or
Well,
just do some regular like
one
journaling,
of our
drawing or
customers,
something.
she has one of those little cameras that like
The
like-
little printer, like
yeah,
an
little
instant
yeah,
print
and
from
she
your
puts
phone.
those in her knitting journal. So that would be really fun. So you'd kind of have a history.
And then the beautiful touch with the ribbon
So they know,
bookmark.
you know where you're at.
Yeah, that I think they do in many of their publications.
I don't know how many people do this, and I don't, and I really should, because I feel like my knitting is, it's sort of a historical story about me, and when I'm gone, I'm not sure how many people really want to see that, but I feel like I would want to see that. If my mother knit all of these things, I would want to know what she knit. She told me she knit stuff. I never saw them. I would want to see them.
And I can guarantee you that probably your kids aren't going to go to your Ravelry page.
Yeah, definitely not.
And say, oh, wow. But I think going through things, ancestors might flip through something like this and say, oh, look at her handwriting, or
and
look
if
at
you're,
that.
I mean, if you're not into writing journals, like a daily journal, I think this would be a really good alternative to that, because
and yet
it's
you could
so
totally
personal.
You could totally make it like a daily thing too. You could pop in there and say, this project is going away for a little bit because it's going to be summer and I don't want a blanket on my lap.
Right, and date it,
and then go back, and I don't know. It's cool.
I know.
So those are here.
You should take one with you to Denmark.
Maybe. Yeah. I am bringing a little paper notebook that I have, a thinner one, for just random notes. Okay, and then our Selvage magazine, new issue. This is such a treasure to look at. We have quite a few back issues. This magazine, I think in the States, the only other shop I know of that stocks it is Brooklyn General Store.
Okay.
And so they're in, obviously, Brooklyn, New York. So
them
my
and us,
goodness.
come on. Yeah,
look at that. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't actually double checked on that. But it's a London publication. She's always taught, it's, the fabric of your life. Everything around us is fabric. So, and it is, every issue is really, really beautiful.
It's always well written.
Always some history. It's not just,
it's better than reading
stuff.
About it on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it is world stuff. There's little features about stuff in the U.S., stuff all over the world. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So anyway,
I agree.
We love it. It's here.
It should be in everyone's library.
Just sitting and looking. Yeah, very pretty.
Okay, I think that's for that. So we have a few new yarns and some new things in the shop that we wanted to share with you. We're just coming off of our Emma's Trunk Show, and so usually at the end we kind of go through and see what everybody liked and what should we keep, and we decided to keep some things.
Yeah, we're gonna keep some Hella Hanks and some of the mohairs.
Right. So the Hella Hanks are 600 yards, and this is actually superwash merino, cashmere, and nylon. So it's a really soft, really nice. You could totally do socks, but you could do wonderful sweaters. Maybe I should make a new ranunculus with which would be perfect for that.
Also, the Lento sweater.
Yes.
I mean,
Lento.
yeah.
So I was thinking that might be a really fun, knit along.
That'd be a great knit
along.
along.
We should do that.
And then, how fun is this? That is so pretty. I don't know. Cool. Can I wear that?
I think you could.
I think
you could. And then, you always pair things with a nice earring, and that will help.
Anyway, so funsies, yes, that's what we're keeping. The rest we're going to send back. We have to box it up and
send it off
the door today.
Two sisters. She has had a very busy spring and fit us in, and she has helped us restock. So we have new colors. There's a few more than this, but this one we've never had. This one is called Casual Friday, and I don't have a stripy sample, but we'll have it up on the website.
This one we had once in a trunk show or something.
Well, no, it was a color she did for us for a local yarn store day at the old store.
Yeah, it's been a while. So this one's Just Keep Swimming.
Just keep
really
swimming.
Pretty.
Just keep
and
swimming.
And then remember Beartooth Pass last year? Jolene died for local yarn store day, and look, it's back.
Yep.
So what a cool souvenir or gift for a friend.
Oh, definitely. And of course, we love her interpretation of our logo. So this one is for us specifically. No one else can use this one. It's called Intoxicating Stripes. And that is how that works up. Isn't that fabulous?
Super awesome.
Loving that.
I know. I think I need to bring socks to work on too.
Okay. And
Ooh,
then
rainbow.
Sue made this fun hat.
Yeah, you don't have to make socks with this yarn,
you
guys.
don't have to. And look what a cute, and that's a still pretty good stripes.
It's a great stripe.
Yeah, so this one's called Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
And this
that
is
that.
the sock hat pattern. It's a great pattern.
So you can expect, you know, some really crisp stripes.
Mm-hmm.
This one, it's been a while since we had it. It's called Singin' the Blues.
Nice blue stripes.
Yep.
Yay.
And really, this one is a different stripe. It's not quite as this.
It's like
it's just
wide and then a couple narrow ones.
so it's kind of fun. It's a little bit different than her
The
others.
turquoise is going to be your bigger chunks.
Right.
It's awesome.
So we're really happy
And
to
she
have
is
that.
right here in Billings, Montana.
Yeah, yep. People they love it. They love that.
Cool.
Well,
whoa.
we
What
got
are these?
something in.
Look how
that-
cute this is.
It is so darling. What is
So
inside
little.
that?
Look. Whoops, that. Pretty.
So we got some new colors from Likey for their needle sets. This is actually the Umber set, but it's in the Dandelion case.
Isn't that pretty?
And then, so we got 3.5-inch tips and 5-inch tips, because we know everybody has their own preferences.
It depends on your project too.
And there's a little bit different. So in the little one, you get
You get you get 3 to 10.5 tips, US 3 up to 10.5. You get 2 cords to do a 16-inch, like a hat size. 1 cord for a 20-inch and 1 cord for 24. So
it kind of might depend on what you like to make.
So
So
definitely hats, cowls, baby things, bam. Starts of sweaters, you know, neckline, the 16-inch is super handy.
oh, yes, definitely. So the 5-inch tips. This one is the indigo set, but with the new violet case, which I
Pretty.
just love. So, but these have, they go from a 4 all the way to a 17. But then the cords start at 24. So they go 24, 32, and 40.
Yeah.
So a little
So-
bit different.
Right.
You
So
go that.
because of the tip length, you can't do a cord, an interchangeable cord, to get a 16-inch length.
Right, because the tip's too
Circular
long
needle.
to make that work. And
Yeah.
then, and
But
then
you
we have
can,
one other
sorry.
color.
But you can with the short ones.
Right.
Just if anyone's wondering or doesn't know. Woo, look at that.
So that's the blush
Mhm.
tips, but with the new crimson set.
Pretty.
Case. So
So, little, you know, all your little cables and stuff are stored in these pockets. Super handy, very handy for travel, very handy for on the go. Just
Yeah.
grab it.
honestly,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
I need to get one of these.
Some people have more than one set, and wooden needles sometimes are better for certain fibers than metal needles. So that would, if anyone in your family's like, why do you have so many sets of interchangeable needles?
And we know people that have many sets.
Yes. Okay.
I forgot to talk about my work in progress, which I really isn't actually in progress
just
yet
something you're
because I'm just
starting.
doing a swatch, but it kind of falls into this. So, so as I finished my big bulky cotton summer sweater, you know, it takes me a while to figure out, and then when I do, it always ends up, I'm like, oh, that's it, I'm doing it, I'm
Right.
jumping in. Like I don't, I don't.
So there was a new pattern
Right.
released last week.
And it's by Yamagara. It's called the Luminos. Let me get it a little bit closer because it's
So-
a dark photo.
Ashley, our friend Ashley Pope
Right.
last year did a super cute
Yeah.
top by her for
and it-
shirties.
and yep, it was darling. So I think she likes to work with fingering weight and like a multi and then a solid. And so this one actually is some really interesting construction. And I've really tried really hard. I've looked at the pattern a few times, but I'm still not quite sure. So I think once I
be
start,
fun.
it will definitely come together.
I like the details at the end of that pattern where she's got a little bit of a crochet thing going on in the seams.
On
Have you
this?
noticed that?
No.
Oh, it's cool.
Okay, so I know I'll have fun.
Mhm.
So,
Not like fancy crochet,
Right,
but you're
just
using a
probably-
crochet hook and like some decorative, just a stitch. It's cool.
okay, so this is what I'm doing. I am using hedgehog fiber sock. This is the color Celestial. And Circus Tonic in her Dathliad BFL. This is called Little Sparky. So this is part of the Jerry Cornelia set that we got. And I
Cute.
think
That's
if you
gonna be
see,
awesome.
I think part of the idea is to have the two colors kind of blendy. Although she has options like totally
There's
solid too.
some good, there's quite a few
So
test
balled up,
projects.
here they are.
Pretty, pretty.
And so this is just me swatching. So it's not a good swatch either. It's very small, but I think the colors are going to look really
it's
good
gonna look
together.
great. It's good color for
And
you too.
it's actually knit flat, so
fun.
I don't mind pearls.
Kind of a shawl like construction in a way with this.
It really is,
this-
and when she
yeah.
talks about it, she does talk about it in that sense that it's really like making a shawl.
Yeah.
So
With
yeah, I'm
that
kind of
center
excited
spine
about that.
situation.
So I was pondering this color combo too, actually, which I love this too. This is, let me turn that around. This is Hedgehog in the Ferrum, and this is Round Mountain in the Ash Red
Pretty.
Homing Pigeon, which I thought this would be really
pretty.
gorgeous.
So
Really
Ferrum's
gorgeous.
discontinued. We only have like
Right.
3 of them left.
But I kind of really wanted, my goal was really to work with Circus Tonic was my goal. So that's why I went this route.
We're in the hopper with Hannah for another Circus Tonic order.
Yes, but this
fun.
time it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be possum.
Fun.
And
A
from
new
what
fiber.
I read, yes, definitely
Warm.
super, super soft.
Hollow core.
So, yes.
Lightweight.
Yep. And they always will blend it with a merino wool because the fibers are so short it couldn't sustain on its own. So
That'll be fun. That'll be new for us.
yeah, so I'm thinking probably June to July probably for that.
Probably.
And then the other thing that we're looking forward to, because we talked about Hedgehog, is we're getting, we should be expecting another shipment from
In June.
Hedgehog. Yeah, in June. And then Land of Vendela is pretty much on its way. We recently partook in helping out a designer named Rachel Costello, and she's doing a t-shirt that she actually calls Estiva Tee. And so it was kind of fun because we were kind of in on all the ground
Some people
work
were
of that.
using that yarn
Yeah,
for their
so
test knitters.
yeah, so we actually have
We have a local test knitter doing one.
yeah, we do.
Fun.
And she
That'll be
thought
fun.
I was going to.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, no, girl,
Oh,
it's
fun.
all you.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Cool.
yeah, so that's kind
That's
of things
coming.
that are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Your trip to Denmark, when do you think you'll be returning?
I will be back in the shop on like June 5th, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it'll
really
be
fun. And I guess I can say now, and we definitely are probably planning a trip to Australia.
Definitely are
The first-
probably.
We definitely are, but we don't have the dates yet.
Okay.
But it's going to be in November. To Australia to see Maddie. So
Cool.
we're excited about that little trip. So,
That little trip, just that little trip.
well, like yours, a little trip.
Yeah. So, fun. I hope everyone has a wonderful Tuesday. It's going to be a little cloudy and rainy
Yeah,
again.
might be. Yeah.
But, yeah, that's okay.
So,
Happy
all right,
making
happy
stuff with
Tuesday
yarn.
day.
Happy Tuesday. And thank you so much for everything you do to keep us plugging along.
yep.
It's awesome.
Okay, gotta do
Oh, wait,
this.
whoops, it's all moving.
Okay, I can't see anything. I need like they probably have like a remote or something.
Probably.
Okay,
We need to get
you
tech
guys
savvy.
have an
Okay,
awesome
bye.
day.
Thanks
Bye.
for watching.